This is Sabah Amir. In today's video, we are going to learn about elasticity of demand. This concept is very much important in all the courses of IBDP or maybe IGCSE or A-levels. So let's start. So first of all, we will discuss what is elasticity of demand. So elasticity of demand can be defined as the degree of responsiveness of quantity demanded to changes in the price of the product. All right, so elasticity of demand can be defined as the degree of responsiveness of quantity demanded. It is the degree of responsiveness of quantity demanded to change in the price of the product. Changes in the price of substitutes or complements or changes in the income of the consumers. So due to these elements, when price or income or price of complements or substitutes change, so due to the change in the price, how much quantity demand is changed. So to measure the response of quantity demand in this regard is called elasticity of demand. Okay, so elasticity of demand can be categorized as follows. There are three types of elasticity of demand. Number one, price elasticity of demand. So we can write like this, PED. Number two, income elasticity of demand. We can write like this, YED. Number third, cross elasticity of demand. So we can write in short form like this, XED. So these are basic and three types of elasticity of demand. But in this video, we will be focused on price elasticity of demand. In next videos, definitely I will cover all other types of elasticity of demand. All right, so now moving to the price elasticity of demand, PED is defined as the degree of responsiveness of quantity demanded to changes in the price of a product. All right, so now PED always negative because price and quantity demanded have a negative relationship. We know there is a negative relationship between price and quantity demanded. How? Look, quantity demand is a function of price. So we know when price increases generally, then demand of that thing will be decreased. And when prices are decreased, then demand of that thing will be increased. So when one variable is increasing and the other variable is decreasing, or you can say in other way, if both the variables are going in the opposite direction, so there is a negative relationship between them. So that's why whenever we solve the numerical regarding price elasticity of demand, maybe the signs are negative, but we have to ignore the negative sign. All right, next moving to the formula. So what is the formula of price elasticity of demand? Let me write PED is equal to percentage change in quantity over percentage change in price. Same formula we can find in another way. For example, we can write the delta in this way, with small d. This is also the sign of delta or the change. So we can write delta Q over delta P into P1 over Q1. All right, so these are two formulas that we can find the price elasticity of demand by using these two formulas. So let's have an example. Just let me change the color. Also, okay. Suppose if we are taking of anything and price is $10, and we consider it, actually it is the initial price or first price, so we will write P1 and then we take another price. This is P2, $12, and quantity demand for price 1 was 1000 units and quantity demand for second thing was 500 units. So you can see when price was 10, then quantity demand was 1000. And when price increased just $2, 10 to 12, then quantity demanded increased 500 units. So this is the big difference, as we can see. Now we will put these values into our formula. It will be easy if we use this one formula, because here we no need to find out the percentage. Otherwise we can use this one formula also, both are correct. But right now I'm going to use this one. So delta Q mean difference between Q. So we have two Q values. We can write here 500 minus 1000. So the difference we have to find. Then delta P, change in price. So it will be 12 minus 10 into P1, Q1. P1 was 10 and Q1 was 1000. So let's calculate. Answer will be minus 2.5. So again, as I told earlier, we have to ignore the negative sign. All right, we have to ignore this one sign. So we can write here that PED is equal to positive 2.5. So 2.5, as you know, it is greater than 1. So it means that price elasticity of demand here is elastic. Next, I will tell you that how we find out greater than 1, less than 1, equal 1. So these are different types of elasticity I will talk about in next page. So if you want to make a graph, just I will make a little graph just for your understanding. Otherwise, I will make another video to explain further things. So just a little graph. On y-axis we take price, on x-axis we take quantity demand. And as you know, here our answer is PED is elastic or greater than 1. So the curve will be elastic. It should be flatter like this. So the curve should be like this. I hope you understand the concept of price elasticity of demand. Let's moving to the next page. So here we're gonna discuss types of PED, or types of price elasticity of demand. So there are 5 types of elasticity of demand. Number 1, PED greater than 1, or you can say in other word, elastic demand. It is elastic demand. Number 2 type, PED less than 1, we can say inelastic demand. Inelastic demand. Number 3, PED is equal to 1 mean unitary elastic demand or unit demand. Number 4, PED is equal to 0. It means perfectly inelastic. It is perfectly inelastic demand. Number 5, PED is equal to infinity. So we can say perfectly elastic. Perfectly elastic demand. Here just simply I want to tell you that how quick we can make the curve of these types of demand. But in next video, I will tell you in details that how we can find out these types of elasticity of demand with numericals and graphs. But in short way, I can tell you quickly, elastic demand curve should be flatter like this. Inelastic demand should be in standing position like this. Unit elastic demand should be normal, not flatter, not steeper. Perfectly inelastic demand curve should be like this. It's perfectly inelastic, and perfectly elastic demand curve should be like this, parallel to x-axis. So this was end today. I hope you like my video and understand. And if you find any difficulty to find out any concept or to understand anything, you can write me in the comment box, or you can email me. I will solve all 5 types of elasticity of demand in my next video. So till then, take care of yourself. Allah Hafiz.